Welcome back to Monster Train. Let me move you in a little closer here if you don't mind. And shall we begin? I'm gonna open the window because I just did a recording and I noticed that even though I have this window closed, you can still hear the ambience from the outside. Hopefully you don't mind the ambience that much. We're awoken today. Sentient awoken, that is. I hope you don't mind the ambience. It is the afternoon, roughly 5 o'clock. Hopefully no one decides that it's time to ruin the streets with their dirt bikes. I hope. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, we got Plating Seal Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Awoken Default, Exile Umbra. This is one of those clan combos. I feel like there are a few clan combos that have popped up recently that make me feel a similar feeling as I felt when I would open up a run and see that we were going Umbra melting before, or melting Umbra. This is one of them. I was talking about this in the Discord recently. Plink overall, as a card, is not so bad when you start with Primordium, because even though this is inconsistent morsel generation, you have extremely good consistent morsel generation. Outside of Umbra, or outside of that situation, I feel like having Plink as your secondary feels really bad, because I can't pick a Gorger for the next 2 floors because it's really hard to see actual good consistent morsel generation from here. So, I don't know. We're gonna hope, I mean, basically this run is going to be, we hope for, with a Wildwood Sap, Prismal Dust, Focus, Grow Start, we just hope to see Explosive Sentient, and then we win off of that. If we don't see that, the run's gonna be maybe a bit more of a struggle. I will take Refracting Lenses with 4 Consume cards in our starter, that's gonna be a big heal. Please give me Explosive. I beg of you. Oh. It is a tragedy. I will take Spikes. We can still see something reasonably strong here, but we're going to need to find an answer for heavies, which is probably at this point going to be Animus, if I were to take a guess. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Aggressive Amulet. If we play top 4, it should be fine, because we'll just have so much regen on the Sentient, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, it really doesn't matter that much. God, if we had it's always like this too. If only we had Explosive. If we had Explosive, this is easy. So many runs where I just go, man oh man. And I have a crumb of Explosive and the game goes, haha, no. Just gonna burn those. I guess I could have gotten the 1 regen there. It's fine. We can Plink down this floor. Who's talking shit about Plink, by the way? I mean, it can't be me, right? Because like Plink is obviously the most broken card in the game. Did you see the value I just got out of it? What a nutso card. Who would talk negatively towards Plink? Nobody, that's who. Certainly not myself. I'm hoping that I hit the other sap again over the course of these next 2 turns. Wow, Plink, great job. You killed 2 enemies. Bad idea to not have played the sap. However, we got there. There's no justice. It's excellent. Okay, we crushed this now for sure. Yeah. I don't feel that bad about this combat. Or not this combat, right? We're at 60 health from the Refracting Lenses start, which is always a great sign. It's just that if we don't see the correct unit drafts, we're probably going to lose this. We need to see an Animus, we need to see a Razor Sharp Edge. I'm still going to pick Wildwood Sap. And we're not necessarily going to lose off of not seeing those, but the game gets harder off of not seeing Razor Sharp Edge. It gets a lot harder. Pick Mind Collapse over Space Prism here. There's the Animus. Now we just need the Razor Sharp. And then we want one of the Hollows as our carry. Preferably, I guess Awoken. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really going to be that worried either way. Multi-strike, +5, +10, and +10. These aren't great here. Crucible Collector clashes with the regen plan, and Shadow Eater, well, Shadow Eater, you know. I'm going to skip this. We got the Animus, which is a good start. If I throw Multi-Strike on her and I don't see Razor Sharp Edge, it is horrible. But I also kind of like this, and then we just look for, like, if we see large stone, it's pretty nutty as well. Multi-strike large stone's good. I think I'm fine to greed. I feel like no matter what the next combat is, we should walk through it okay, because the the Sentient's gonna have so much regen. We're gonna be at somewhere like 10 to 15 on the boss combat. I'm gonna greed for this, and in a lot of circumstances this pans out to be a really good outcome. A lot of times this is really good. Even just Steel Enhancer from this is good. Anything we can see here is pretty good. Unit draft to fish, probably. But if I take that plus 10 this combat, it's a lot scarier. I'm okay with just going to... Like, if we don't see the Animus, or not the Animus, if we don't see the Hollow, it's still fine. The main idea here is going to be Hollow plus a duplicated Animus, and then this Animus and the Sentient on the floor below them, and then together that should win. Like, those two plans put together should lead us to the victory. However, what they should do and what they actually do are two different things. On the right side, we're going to be full health off of this refracting lenses, which is pretty neat. And I think that we're good here. Guess I'll take the extra energy. Throw out the one regen. We have to draw like 3 Wildwood Saps over the next 2 turns. I didn't pass on one. Yeah, I knew it had to be coming. There's full health. Wow. Blink. You blinked it. Alright. Might be bad to lose that, because we lose 1 regen, but I don't think it should matter. I mean, it's 16. Takes a very long time for this guy to punch through 16 health. He does it, mind you, but it takes a long time. And by 16 health, I mean 16 regen. That was why it was okay to take that combat. Now, you showed me a Razor Sharp Edge here, I'm really happy. Steel Enhancer, I'm a little less happy, but still passable. At least. I'll take the Space Prism now. Space Prism is nice. A few different options here. And by a few, I mean exactly 2. As is often the case when picking paths in Monster Train, you have 2 options. Let's talk them out. Awoken Banner versus Hellvent is what it boils down to. Awoken Banner is better because we're looking for a Hollow or Animus, and as just something to stack regen on. Hellvent's good because this is now going to be my controversial take. Wildwood Sap is a good card, and more of it is nice. 20 regen will just kill most combats for us. Now, on the other hand, Right Path has the Magic Shop, which is tangentially useful because of Wildwood Sap. We can potentially see double stack and -1, which is really nice. If we don't see that, it's still okay with holdovers for Steel Enhancer, maybe -1s around here. I'm gonna go to the right. I think it's gotta be the Magic Shop. Remove, consume. Less good into Seraph the Diligent, I think. First, let's look at this. Yeah, this was the bad outcome where we don't see a Hollow, and then you go, ah well, path was kind of a wash. We don't want either of those. Neither of them are good here. I want to also save some money, so I don't really want to spend all willy-nilly on something that's mediocre like this. Like, this is okay. Making this 1 energy not consume is fine, and then we duplicate it, but double stack is a lot better. Like, what you gotta understand, double stacking that is substantially better. I'm just gonna look at the caverns here. Or just spell. Yeah, I'm gonna throw you a Wildwood Sap. I should still kill Daedalus with 2. And imagine if... So if this is the money one, it's bad. If this is... What's the other one? There's money. Oh, reserve is really bad. I guess it's like a... I mean, you could throw it in there and then just hope you get the Spreading Spores version of Wildwood Sap, because Spreading Sap is pretty nutty. I'm gonna not do that. And I think I'm just gonna put it on Focus Growth. Put on Focus Growth. Spreading Focus Growth would be fine. Not great, but it's okay. You know, just Whatever you get out of that, it's just okay. Focus growth isn't a super important card, though. I think that against Talos, I would have probably given the Wildwood Sap, but against Daedalus, I'm going to give him some respect. Talos, I would probably disrespect there, though. We'll keep playing top 4. The reason that I would disrespect Talos is because she's an easier combat overall. I think that we could probably get away with it, and that's just it. Like, we could probably get away with it. And whenever you can get away with something like that, you may as well. Okay. We got what? 4? We got 6 turns, so we're gonna see 30 cards. I'm okay with not playing Sap yet. Although, if I play Sap, then all the restores get better. I think it's better to not play it, though. It's kind of a waste, right? Feels like it's kind of a waste to play. Now, overall, this force damage output is pretty bad. You can see very clearly here. We're going to want to consume spells that pop up with consume on them because we want to get them gone. So that we can hit Steel Enhancer a few more times. Duplicating Steel Enhancer might be the line since we didn't get a good buff spell for Animus. Alternatively, you know, we're just going to throw some stuff at the Steel Shop on her and hope that she gets very strong, which she will. Yeah, I mean, here we just go, I think. Got a Plink, though. But it's still fine. We just drop the Sap and the Restore. Now it's not... We don't wait anymore. No more messing around. It's time to go. Yeah, we'll just Plink. Fine. And again, we just consume cards that say consume. We'll draw through the whole deck again before... by the time Daedalus gets up here, we should have all of our regen. We're gonna be okay. Taking Pyre damage isn't that big of a deal because we have insane Pyre healing. Like, I am just going to make sure that Daedalus doesn't kill us here. Oh no, we're down to 62, darn. Our Pyre healing's out of control. As well to the points. We got 36 damage out of the Animus is fine. Oh yeah, I played one. I was expecting 2 for some reason. But yeah, as you can see, we needed all 3. It would have been wrong to throw the Wildwood Sap away there. Against Talos, we could have made it though, I think. Because this is the part where Daedalus starts doing damage. We would get 2 more rounds. Like, now Talos would start doing damage. Sorry, I tried to illustrate it while also going at hyper speed there. Basically, Talos starts doing damage later than Daedalus. Have you ever considered... Think about this one, though. Follow me here, follow me here. Just consider with me for a moment. We put 1 Steel Enhancer on the Sentient, and then she's a 33 attack, 3 health unit. Think of how strong that is with Adaptive Mutation. Anyway, I'm going to click the good card now, which is Forever Consumed. Furnace Tap is also good, but I don't like not playing my cards. You can see we're holding out on those Wildwood Saps till the last moment. No Hollow, which is probably okay. And then we're going to pick Draw. There's not a great case for energy here. With an X cost, the case for energy goes up a little bit. However, Draw is going to be the way. Now we got to go Steel Shop. I need to upgrade this Animus. I really hope for Large Stone. So one thing to note, this is Failure Arcus, which is Sweep. We got a fish, I believe. Lots of Umbra banners here that I'm not happy about. You could do the weird pivot with Morsel Maker here, right? I've done it a lot lately, where you play Morsel Maker in front, and then you put the Animus behind him. And then you yeah, like that would be the idea. Morsel Maker as a tank is fine, as a heavy cleanup plan. Okay. The alternative plan here is to just do it with spells. I should have clicked this. I should have checked the forge first before I open this. If I see Explosive Sentient in there, I'm still gonna grab it and we're just gonna go in at 40. And then you hyper thin the deck. And that is plenty. With this, it's a little more up in the air. I think that overall it's kind of bad either way, though. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. Okay. Now, the interesting thing to consider is, do I actually want to go Cultivating here? Probably not, because she's not really getting hit all that much outside of Relentless. May as well just go all the way on Spike since all we really care about here is killing heavies. Okay. Roll for large stone. Okay. Worthless. We're gonna clear Plink. So we have a very major problem, which is that enemies with 100 health. I guess what I'm gonna do here actually is this. 13 times 4. It's not good, mind you. Like, it's not good. I really needed a large stone here. Can I greed? I can't greed. I have to take this upgrade. There's no choice. We have to do it. We just have to. I'm gonna keep getting rid of the plinks. It's fine, right? Like, it's okay. 13 times 4 isn't great. We're gonna play safe on these trials because I feel bad about our heavy. Actually, I should be slamming all these trials because of the refracting lenses, now that you mention it. 13 times 4 is okay, and then we just need to buff her. We just need to get more buffs at this point. The big problem is that, yeah, we don't have any buffs that we can really see for her here. Yeah, I can't catch Collector here, right? I don't think so. And still just kill him off. We're gonna aim for... So the reason I took the +10 there is because into sweep combats, we're just gonna use Prismal Dust as a plan. Also, definitely should have taken the trial. Now that I've looked at this one fully, definitely should have taken the trial. They're just gonna get hit. One of those channelers would be good. The shard channeler would be nice here as well. Holdover onto Forever Consumed can also do it. There's a lot of picks here that are good. A lot of things we can see that would be acceptable. We will see what we actually see. Yeah, we're just gonna eat some pyre damage. The other thing that we can do here, I guess, is just take it. Because we have refracting lenses, we can just get hit. And I guess that's also okay. Like, pyre health doesn't matter. Like, oh no, I dropped to 86. Oh geez. Oops. Oops, I'm back to... Whoops, I'm back to 96 already. Like, it's not that big of a deal if we drop on pyre health, like, a little bit. We just go for magic to make sure we have enough regen to survive combats. Yeah, this run can make it for sure. We have the regen baseline now. 22 times 4 is good enough as well. We thin this deck out and I think it makes it. Spreading spores, huh? Well, there's an interesting alternative to spreading spores here. I'm gonna tell you, it's not restoring retreat. Reserve Thorns pushes 30 damage to a heavy on the turn we hit it, which is a lot. For free, it is like playing Forever Consumed at 1 energy, which we recently did. If we see a Sting Relic, it's also really, really, really strong. On top of that, gives us a bunch of stuff to consume into Diligent, which is really nice. Spreading Spores does that as well for us, though. Oh, this is an interesting one. I think because there's a magic shop coming up, I'll take Spores. We can turn it into the plan pretty quickly and efficiently here. It takes us away from needing... Do I need Void Binding? Think about this. I don't think I need Void Binding. The Spores plan is good because we don't have to super duplicate the Wildwood Saps. It's just money. You can finish it up. I wonder about the money one, if it's worth it to... like, I should do the math on this. Do the expected numbers on it and figure out if you should pick the money there. Like, should you take it for money there or not? Right? Here at Train Stewards, because they're clunky. We don't have energy for them. Remove Consume. We're probably just going to go Spreading Spores down to 0 and then duplicate it plan. We're going to add Consume to Plink. And then just leave, because I can't afford off the reroll. I guess I can reroll and then just take the -1, actually. Yeah, oh no, I missed double stack, darn. Pre-rework, I would actually be pretty sad about that. But now that they've nerfed that, it is not that big of a deal. Theoretically, there's infinite pyre healing if you could throw a Consume onto Spreading Spores. That's kind of funny. I'm going to not take this trial because it will make us take a lot of damage. I believe. Will it make us take a lot of damage? 13 times 4 plus 20. 50, 72. Yeah, no way. With spells, I might be able to pick off this tank, but it's not worth the risk. This is like a make or break combat too, because Self-Made Harpy, if we can overcome Self-Made Harpy, we'll overcome the rest of this run pretty easily, I think. Self-Made Harpy is just the big one here. So what we're going to, of course, do is just stack regen. Surprise regen. Nice. I'm going to, on the first time through, I'm going to try a plan where I aim for not playing the, I'm going to prioritize clearing out Train Stewards because there is no reason for me to not be. 66, huh? I can't forever consume this guy. I can hit him with this, and also it's 68, not 66, but, you know. Just doesn't really matter. He's gonna hit us once for 10. Again, oh no. Like, the healing that we're getting here, this is pretty unprecedented healing. I don't know if I've ever seen Pyre healing on this level. It's kinda gross. Good job, Plink. Like, I already have healed up the damage I took from that enemy, and that was like one turn. Okay. I guess once we play our first Spreading Spores, we just go in now. Yeah. Although, I do kind of want to hold these so that I can use them for Pyre healing. I'm going to actually do that. What a strange one. I don't think I've ever had a run that looked like this, where the actual plan was just, yeah, I'm just going to out-heal the damage taken. I'm going to just have so much healing that it doesn't matter because I just outpace the damage output of the enemies. We're a little bit behind here because I tried to greed it on those Wildwood Saps, but we're good. Yeah, 29 regen on floor 5 is a good sign. We duplicate that Spreading Spores, that number skyrockets. We see a Shard Channeler and we win. Sting Preserve Thorns would be nice as well. The wrong Channelers. We have space for one of these. Edgefire is not that good. Good because he makes us not need energy for restores. Which is actually pretty useful, I guess. But I like more draw. Surprise! I like draw. I'm actually gonna grab Ember Cache for Seraph as well. It's a card that I wouldn't normally take, but I'm gonna give this Diligent Seraph a bit of respect. Take the Focus Growth, very cool. We get a little extra money. I noticed this in the last video as well. I've been going a little fast here. I'm gonna take a moment here. Deep breath, and we're gonna slow the wheels on this train down a little bit. But once we get this run, kind of is cruising now. The other big thing about Ember Cache is this is 20 health per combat. So basically, I'm not invincible from heavies, but I can out heal their damage pretty well. Duplicate Spreading Spores. I think that we're just going to ignore them. Again, I've never had a run that looked like this. Don't forget this is the combat we have to play Damage Shield onto Animus. It is important. Okay. Top 4, top 4. And I will just throw the saps out right away. There's no reason to not. Gotta watch the incant shards, I suppose. 2. I think there's a total of 3. What is it? No, there's only 2, I believe. There'll be one on round 3 and then one on round 5. Oh, there is 3. There's one on round 7 as well, I bet. No, round 7 is just one Clip Guardian. Incant shard. So, fun fact. They've changed Looming Dark Shard, I was told, so that if I play a spell like Mind Collapse, it now goes to X-1. However, since this has a flat +10, that doesn't matter. I'm going to Plink here. Good enough, it doesn't really matter. We can have these cards have their cost increase. We don't want to have Restore's cost increase, though. So I go up here, I play a space prism, and then we put this here. It doesn't really matter, we just don't want it in the hand. And then we play this up here. Is the music really loud? Hang on a minute. I didn't notice it until this one. I think this is a little loud. There we go. Sorry, maybe this has just been blaring over me this entire time and I've been oblivious to it. It's possible. Oh no, I took some damage and now I've healed it all back instantly. Haha. Oh no, I took some damage. It's just extreme disrespect at this point. That's all that I'm doing here is disrespecting the game. With shit like that. Yeah. Okay. Another something else that would be good to pick up here would be the relic that roots enemies. That would be pretty nice. I'm gonna just pop this guy. That seems like a good play. Let me throw you one more damage shield for that last sweet boy. Remember Arcus does... Oh, there isn't one more sweet boy, right. Remember that Arcus does actually do reasonable damage that we should respect. He does 25, unlike Fell's 20. But we have the numbers here. And this is just the Pyre tanks. The run. Once we get to this point, the regen scales at such an unbelievable rate. Whoops, wrong one. We're at 42 regen, yeah. 52 regen. So this kills Seraph. She's at 88, which is good. All we have to do, if we can get something to increase Pyre attack, is going to be fine. Alternatively, I don't know. I'm not sure. We did take 7 there, so maybe I should be concerned. Hey, channel song. Hey, channel song. That'll work as well. We gotta get the custodian out, but we can just throw a permafrost on this probably. Channel song is good. +20/+20 is enough for me to consider it. I don't need energy. Yeah, I'm just gonna take draw again. The reason we don't need energy is because... Did I play Wildwood Channeler on that combat? Not sure I did, actually. Anyway. We'll go right, we'll look for a good artifact. We don't need energy though, because eventually we hit a point where this deck is all spreading spores. It's all just free. I could remove the channeler, I guess. I'm gonna do that. Sorry, Wildwood Custodian. Change of plans. Goodbye, my friend. Will I ever love again? Bye, restore. Spikes +1 damage per stack is pretty sweet here. Yeah, that's really good. And we go all the way on spikes. So now Sentient does a baseline 80 to everyone, which is good. Definitely a strong start. I think that off of that we should just win. Awoken runs are always so strange, I feel like. Purifier combat. I'm gonna take the trial, of course, here. I didn't really talk it out there, but we're gonna play bottom floor. Ah, channel song, why would you do it to me again? How could this happen again, channel song? How many times must channel song teach me this lesson? How many times, channel song? How many goddamn times are you gonna do this to me? Okay, we don't need it for this combat. We don't really need it particularly anywhere, I don't think, but here to consume cards. If nothing else, I guess Channel Song heals us. Thank you, Plink. Sure, Prismal Dust. Why not? I mean, we're just gonna tank all these heavies, and I don't think I even have to care, right? How strange. I'm just gonna take it all. I'm going to respect enough to not play... I'll play one sap. But I'm gonna leave some healing in. Because each of these is gonna do somewhere in the range of 20 to 40 to us, right? What are you doing? 30, 30, 30. Yeah, so we're going to take some damage here for sure. If I had drawn my channel song at the right time, it would have been okay. However, that's beside the point. Is it beside or besides? It's probably beside. Beast? I don't know. Actually, come to think of it, I have no idea. What an odd run. Right, now this is where you, like, I am going to take extra damage because I took the trial, however, it doesn't scare me. 86, so I am going to take extra. I mean, maybe I should be scared. And again, only one more floor goes up. At 4. If this isn't, yeah, this isn't Trample Boss, this could have killed me. Yeah, we took like 80 damage here by just letting every heavy walk by. If I had hit my Channel Song, like if Channel Song wasn't on the top of my deck, I think this combat was fine also. But you know, it is what it is. And Snare is big. Being able to hold heavies is strong. Prism Retrieval. I mean, if I miss both, I can just complain a lot. I'll take Engine Upgrade. The other interesting thing is that this is the Seraph that makes all of my spells heal the Pyre. Once per turn, I could just gain 5 health. I'm going to try and return to actually talking out the decisions here. However, this is another very clear decision to me, but I'll take you through it anyway real quick, because I don't want to just have this devolve into me snap picking everything. Right path is the way to go. Magic Shot for Permafrost on Channel Song prevents the situation we just had from happening another time. Double stacking Wildwood Sap is always good. Duplicating Steel Enhancer or another Spreading Spores, or maybe even like Forever Consumed is good. Mainly it's the duplication, I gotta say, but the Magic Shop is good and the Merchant of Steel is bad. And we don't need removals here. Ah, Lightstone Casing. Oh, Lightstone Casing. Permafrost, very cool. So now I'm just guaranteed to hit this at a proper timing. I'll always get to Channel Song Animus within 3 or 4 turns, which should be pretty strong. So, Lightstone Casing, by the way. I'm just gonna roll this. We want this to not be remove consume. Yeah. It is a shame, but also... the only thing that's a shame about this is that I didn't take energy. But like, oh buddy. Oh buddy. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Throwing a consume here. I mean, the consume doesn't really make a big difference. I should have rolled this first. What do you got? Yeah, nothing. Okay, the duplicate goes to... I mean, this is just a win, but this is probably also already won. I'm gonna do it anyway, because this way I can get them off the ground a little faster with the consume in theory. And we can just remove... I'll remove a restore or 2. We don't want to remove too much here. You gotta respect Seraph's consume powers. You can just run out of cards in this one. So we'll stop here. 26 cards is good. I'm fine with that. And here we go. We got 7 card draw per turn. We'll draw through the deck in 4 turns. We should, on average, hit that within 2 turns. That being the Permafrosted card, I hope. And then we just play top 4. Don't play Animus. Right, don't play Animus. Throw the Prismal Dust away. I am going to take a ton of curses, actually. I didn't think about this because this is Curse Seraph. However, more time. I guess I probably should have played mid-floor here. In hindsight, I would probably play mid-floor. However, the deed is done. I shall be cursed for all eternity. It is what it is. I was just really hoping to actually hit Channel Song by this timing. However, I wonder if I threw by playing top 4. That'd be interesting if I did. Do I die for this? I wonder. That is a fucking... That's a tough floor, dude. Seraph, take it easy. That's a tough looking floor. The root comes in just in time. We throw out the focus growth. We throw out the wildwood sap. It was on the bottom, unfortunately. However, what can you do about it? Okay, just making sure before I claim the... Before I say that I'm happy, making sure that I actually didn't draw Animus there. It can happen. I should do this. Spreading Spore is good. I mean, you can see that our health has now... The Pyre health is now recovered. The Animus is here. All is well in the world. We got everything looking pretty strong here. All we could really use in this that we don't have is like Blood for Blood would be kind of cool here, I think. Yeah, it draws like this though. Dude, 3 Vengeful Shard draw? Ugh. Don't like to see that. I've never actually, I said this, right? But I've never actually had a run that looked like this, where my plan for heavies was just let them go to the Pyre. I don't care. Because I have so much consume. This isn't even something that I would have conceptualized, but it's really good, surprisingly. And then we just stack, because we have so much, all of the consume cards are regen. We have so much regen, it just doesn't even matter. What a cool run. One of the things that I really love about this game is that despite having played so much of it, I still find runs like this from now and then, every now and then, where it's just like, yeah, I have never had a win condition that looked like this. My answer to double heavies never before has just been, yeah, and then I just let them hit me. Because we have so much consume. Whoops, I threw a stack over there. And the Crucible was also pretty sweet. Really, really cool run. I gotta say, I like this run a lot. Even though we healed in this combat, don't forget, we came into this combat at 60 or 80 health, right? I took 80, yeah, so we came in here at 80 health, and I tanked like 3 heavies, and we're at 123. I just want to take a moment here to appreciate how many cards we have that are consuming. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have... In this combat, we had, without the Seraph Power Drain emblem, 14 times 5, that's 70 Pyre health healed in every combat? That's ridiculous. Like, holy moly. I never would have thought to build towards that until it just fell into my lap like this. How about it? Cool. Could also probably win this run by just looking for the correct upgrades for Animus and not settling like I did, but I think settling like I did was kind of important for getting through floors 4 and 5. Yeah. Cool run. Really, really like that one. I really like that run. I'm always really happy when I feel or see a run that I've never seen before. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.